Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. I will fight with this camera. Alright, we're going to do another whip and chat here finally. I've had a busy week. Working part-time and full-time, oh my kittens. Alright, so the Battle Ahead by LOTR Dietrich. Paint with diamonds, square drill, 60 centimeters by 45 centimeters, 47 colors. Put a picture around here so you know what it looks like because my printout was terrible. But yeah, I'll slide in a whip and chat here. Mom wants the studio, so yeah. So eating blueberry pie and just a slice of pie after supper, and all of a sudden this report about some space shuttle got launched to go to Jupiter. You won't see something for like a number of years. I just start choking on the freaking slice of blueberry pie. I'm like, this is necessary because just I'm dying laughing. It's like, why? Mom's just like, why? Here I'm choking on pie. I'm sure just to see what's on Jupiter. I think it's like a massive gas giant, is it not? I don't know. Space. What are we doing? I know that stuff is purely fascinating, and like almost nearly 3,000 photos of the surface of Mars, I'm sure just gets people just weeping with compassion, and also, I know people love that kind of stuff. But, oh man. we could be ending world hunger or something. Nobody would be homeless, or I don't know. Oh man, why are we doing this stuff? Like, could be replanting rainforests or something. Fixing the ozone layers, hugging polar bears or something, but we're just doing space stuff. Oh man, we're doomed. Anyway, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. No offense to any of the people who love space. Like, it is fascinating stuff, but some things are just, what are you doing? Oh man, gets me every time. But if you love that stuff, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just we all have varied opinions and hobbies and passions, so it just kills me every time. Hopefully your hobbies in crafting are going well. Yeah, a couple interesting Diamond Art Club entries there for this coming weekend. There was a nice unicorn one. Nice trio of unicorns, and that's got to be a big juicy canvas right there. Yeah, I'm still on this 310. I really haven't diamond painted it in like a while. This canvas finished sometime this year. But yeah, good to be diamond painting. Like, I know usually I do a lot more whip and chats, but yeah, I had a few extra part-time shifts this week. I did like a 3 to 11, like I closed for the first time, or did a closing shift or whatever at McDonald's. Yeah, I'm getting a little better in the kitchen. I was left alone for periods of time, and I just asked about a couple things. I'm still getting a feel for the grill area, but that's an important section of the restaurant, preparing the food. So yeah, probably my food prep experience or food safety experience. That's probably why I'm back there in grill. Yeah, it's alright. I just show up, do what I need to, learn something new. Yeah, I just keep that mentality alive. Yeah, if a teenager is telling me what to do or how to do something properly, I'm going to listen. I'm not the most experienced one at McDonald's. Yeah. I'm not an expert, so just listen and learn kind of thing is how I'm doing it. They're being patient enough if I don't understand something, or yeah, it's but just that kind of environment. I'll still have trouble time to time figuring out what's on each burger and how to make certain things, but well, one day I'll just click, so I hope. What's on this? How do you do this? It's like annoying asking those kind of questions, but yeah, I don't want to like screw up an order by any means as well, so yeah, one day I'll just click. I just have to be making and doing something hundreds of times just for it to lock into my brain. It's just one of those things. But yeah, I'm still alive. It's just, yeah. I have like one McDonald's shift next week. And my last week on nights next week at PCI, then I switch back to days. Yeah, I had to tweak my night shift schedule for McDonald's, so hopefully that'll be better. Yeah, see how day shift goes for McDonald's. That rotation. Been there just shy of a month, 3 weeks or so maybe. I'm not sure. It's all just a blur. I just either am putting on a McDonald's work uniform or packing boxes of egg at my full-time job. It's all a blur. I just show up. It's all on a calendar. Yeah. I just look at what day it is, see if I have to work anywhere or not, and then, yeah, just go from there. Oh, well, it's all good. I like being busy. Yeah. People are really gonna excited about that Tears of the Kingdom Legend of Zelda game for the Nintendo Switch, the follow-up to Breath of the Wild. It's definitely a step up. It looks pretty promising, actually. There's a lot more going on. Looks interesting. I barely touched Breath of the Wild as it is, but some people consider that a masterpiece and the best Zelda game yet, but it's set a pretty high bar for innovation, and yeah, Breath of the Wild, yeah, that's a pretty innovative title. And now I think Tears of the Kingdom just turned that up a notch. Yeah, I think Link's going to be doing a heck of a lot more in Hyrule now with Tears of the Kingdom, so I think there's this running gag that there'll be Korok seeds again in the Breath of the Tears of the Kingdom. So people are like freaking out. There's 900 seeds or Koroks in the Breath of the Wild alone, and at that point in time, Breath of the Wild was pretty large map for Legend of Zelda franchise, I think, to date. I think it's like double that with Tears of the Kingdom, but don't spot me on that. I'm not a video game guru, and I haven't played hundreds of hours of Breath of the Wild, maybe like 5 or 6 hours. Like, I'm entertained by the posts in the Breath of the Wild community on Facebook, but I'm pretty sure I've seen spoilers like 20 times over, or like the entirety of the game just in the Facebook group alone for Breath of the Wild or Legend of Zelda. I'm okay with that. It's like, can't just sit down and just play for hours like I used to. But that Breath of the Wild is certainly a good Legend of Zelda game to approach if you've never played a Legend of Zelda game before. It's a nice introduction to the series. But yeah, it's not like the first game in the series by any means, but it's just like a nice it's just a nice game to dive into. Really, where you really don't need any prior knowledge of Legend of Zelda games, to be honest, really. It's a nice touch to have that extra knowledge, but I don't know the lore 100% or the story 100% in Breath of the Wild. But yeah, it's a game you can just jump into, even though it's part of a major franchise. It's been 30 plus years. It's 30, right? For Legend of Zelda? I hope so. I think so. 30 years. Sounds correct, but I could be wrong. Sorry if I am. I don't know. I've always liked Link, just symbolism that surrounds him and the world of Hyrule, the history, but I've always felt that that's missing from the games. Just kind of Link hanging out in Hyrule just by himself for the most part, it seems, in some of the Zelda games. Yeah, sure, there's like some side characters, but yeah, it just feels like Link's all alone in the Kingdom of Hyrule, and he's just like wandering around and solving puzzles and stuff. Cool role-playing game, but it certainly catching a lot of people's attention, and yeah, I think some people have like booked time off from their jobs to just play it when it launches in May or something. Okay, I guess like that sounds like a normal gaming kind of thing to do. And I've gone to a couple like midnight release pickup times. I think it was for like Halo or something, and Grand Theft Auto 4. Or was it 5? Yeah, I've gone for like those release midnight things. I've done it a couple times. Now, a friend of mine. But yeah, I haven't purchased a new video game in months, so I could still pick up a gaming controller if I really wanted to, for like the Switch or something, but I just look at the system and I'm like, nah. Not right now. It's just sitting there. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm doing something like that, I want to be doing it for a little while, but just, it's kind of like a near the end of day kind of thing, when I could like actually sit down and do that kind of thing, and then I just end up on YouTube or Facebook I think it'd just be like a habit change or something. I have to be instinctually wanting to play Breath of the Wild or something. Picking it up and actually like trying to get through it. Like make it a habit. But yeah, it's just I just pick up a book and read it on the exercise bike, or still reading Game of Thrones on the treadmill. Like, I'm more interested in my Conqueror challenges, my Lord of the Rings challenge, and the Great Wall of China challenge that I'm doing with a friend of mine that's also a content creator and diamond painter. So yeah, he wanted to do the long version of the Great Wall of China challenge, and I wanted to do it as well. So he got a head start, and I created a team, and he joined, and we're doing the Great Wall of China together. And we'll each, when we complete the challenge together, we'll each get a medal and be able to do a different challenge once the Great Wall of China is all done. So yeah, that's Conqueror. Yeah, there's kind of my tomato slicer wound. Yeah, didn't put a band-aid on, but I am trying to air it out. I think it's healing pretty good, so oh, excuse me. Yeah, sorry if people don't like that kind of stuff, but yeah, it was bad when it hurt like heck when I actually sliced my finger open. Yeah, I got it treated at a merge or whatever, but it's nothing fatal. It'll just take time for the nail to grow back, etc., etc. Yeah, eek. Yeah. Tomato Slicer and I are not necessarily friends at McDonald's, but it's a piece of equipment that's there that I'm a little more aware of now. I think other people just rinse it off, and yeah, it just gets stored. I've seen it. I'm not terrified of the tomato slicer by any means, but it is certainly not something you fool around with. Yeah. Sharp, pointy things exist in the world. It's efficient. It works. But yeah, you definitely have to have your wits about you when you're around a tomato slicer. Just know exactly what you're doing, where all your fingers are. Don't be in the path of the blade, etc., etc. Yeah. Well, I know now, but yeah. Kind of one thing you don't want to learn the hard way for, but I got all the safety stuff told to me after. What not to do, how you lock the blades, and oh, well, you're not going to do that again anytime soon. Obviously, is probably just really look at me just in a weird sideways kind of way if I managed to cut another finger open again with that tomato slicer out of nowhere. I tell you, I asked, is there anything I need to know before I go do these dishes? And lo and behold, get through 3/4 of the dishes that were back there and slicey dice my middle finger nail open. Hi, there's blood all over the place back here. Yep, wasn't terrible by any means, but it just hurt at the time. I just don't want to spread blood all over the place. No food was involved. It's fine. We didn't have to lock down the restaurant or anything. It's just in the sink area, which is separate from the kitchen. It's all fine. Didn't have to deal with bloodborne stuff. Yeah, I did describe my what happened with my finger a couple whipping chats back, I believe. Sorry I keep mentioning it, but yeah, I kind of have a better idea of what went on there. It's just me being not careful enough. Stuff happens. Live, you learn. Even though nobody wants anybody to be doing that kind of stuff. Accidents happen. It could have been a heck of a lot worse. Thankfully, it was what it ended up to be for an accident. Yeah, could have been a heck of a lot different. Oh, of course, it couldn't have just been like a knife or something, cut from a knife. No. It has to have multiple blades to get me injured. I have to do a fantastic kind of job when I do that kind of thing. Do it with pizzazz. Yeah, so I flip and flop through subject matter. These whipping chats just hang out to diamond paint. Hopefully not to traumatize anybody with injuries and stuff, but yeah, it's just like a first-hand account of what happens sometimes. I think I'm going to write a memoir anytime soon, but nothing too hardcore. So I'm done 90%. I have like 99 more kilometers for the ISO run. I unlocked Mordor for my Lord of the Rings challenge, the 5th and final challenge in that bundle. That's, yeah, all I'm doing for Lord of the Rings for now. Have the Great Wall of China with a friend of mine. Doing that simultaneously. Finished the Cross Canada 8,000 kilometer challenge. Yeah, that's done. There's an 80 kilometer Canadian Cancer Foundation or something did an 80 kilometer challenge for the month of April. I finished that in a few days. 3 or 4 days maybe. Yeah. Or a week, something. 80 kilometers when you're walking every day just adds up pretty quick. Like Canadian Cancer Association or something. Yeah. Just something I signed up for. And I don't know, it's not the same as like an event in like a town or city where you're actually like walking on city street or something. A certain amount of kilometers. This was virtual. I don't know, for something like that, like the Terry Fox run is something very similar to this cancer 80 kilometer cancer walk run for awareness. yeah, those kind of events are just better, like, done in public. But yes, COVID affected a lot of that outdoor stuff. Crowd gathering stuff was, yeah, past few years. Which, yeah, makes sense, of course. But, yeah. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings challenge and the Great Wall of China challenge and Silk Road for Pacer are virtual, but I don't know. It's just general exercise kind of thing. Those, I don't know, Terry Fox run, those kind of things, yeah, are just, have always been traditionally done outside. Like, Terry Fox went a chunk across Canada. Well, he had cancer. He didn't make it all the way across Canada, but that just set in motion this tradition of the Terry Fox run to raise awareness for cancer research and stuff. So it's just like a Canadian tradition kind of thing up here. Or to help fund cancer treatment, something. It's a variety of just awareness about cancer in general. So I don't know. I'm sure the group events are back now at this point, post lockdown COVID kind of thing. COVID's still kicking, I'm sure, but yeah, can do a lot more than we could like 2 years ago, kind of thing. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't be doing like running a marathon or anything if there was like an outdoor event where I could just walk. I'd be good with that. There was a fundraising component for this cancer awareness thing, but I really don't like asking people for money. It just, yeah. Just, I set up the fundraising thing, but I didn't share it or anything. It's just like, I really don't feel comfortable doing this, so I just walked the 80K and logged it over a few days. I was done with that. I participated, but I don't know, just asking for money for something like that when you could donate any time to that cause, like any time of the year. Just, no. Feels weird. Don't like doing it. So I didn't. I don't know, it's a nice incentive to get active, but yeah. I don't know, just for some people 80 kilometers could be a lot. But yeah, if you finish in like the month of April, then you're good to go. That's the challenge. So you could run it. I did treadmill / walking throughout the day. Just used one of my other pedometer apps and just converted miles to kilometers, and yeah, just filled the progress bar. Yeah, it doesn't feel the same as a Conqueror challenge, but there's like no medal or something, but no, it's just cancer awareness. But yeah, I just did it because it was just there. Yeah, I've lost a grandfather, an uncle, and a grandmother to cancer in various forms, so it is a worthwhile kind of cause to be aware of. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. Down below in the description, I put my Facebook profile name, my Echoes of Color Facebook business page, and my Instagram. All three I just kind of update with a progress photo if I ever do finish this dark section some point. I'm not working at other job, but I'll sneak in WIP and chats. Not as various as I used to, but yeah, I'm still alive, so yeah, no worries. I really don't have a posting schedule, and I probably never will. Right from the get-go, that's just, yeah, I'm not scheduling releasing videos because life just comes up. So yeah, so I've been mentioning I post walking challenge links for Conqueror and Pacer down below in the description. They're the main websites. I'm not affiliated, partnered, nor will I be receiving a profit from anybody clicking on those links. If you just want information about those challenges, feel free to click those links, but they'll take you to the main website and I don't get anything for it. So yeah, I don't have any discount codes, so I'm not sponsored, so yeah, just at your leisure. If you're curious at all, feel free to go ahead and try one of the challenges, but totally up to you. I don't gain anything. I just put that information down. Anyway, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors / hobbies, and I'll see you again soon sometime. Bye.